y'all doing really well. Hey guys, my name is Tony and you are watching Faith and Coffee Bean. Hey guys, if you watch this video later on, I just want to tell you, you are definitely watching a live video. Y'all, this is live video. This is my work at home office. So anything can happen that will happen, right? I might make a party foul. I might spill some beans. You name it, it might happen. But hey, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I like to go live 2 or 3 times a week, and it is Monday, so I figured time to start with a good live stream. Y'all, I'm going to be doing opening up some coffee for the first time. I'm starting up my espresso machine here, my Gemilai G3007L. So, you guys, I want to make some coffee. Hey guys, I went ahead and put out a video just earlier today with IKape, with doing some really cool accessories, and I'll probably end up using those in the video today as well. But guys, they're a really cool company. It's kind of like MH Bomber, and I really love the fact when companies really make stuff that's affordable, and I really dig that everything they make is really affordable. So I like that a lot. I went ahead and did a review on this really cool rotary WDD tool, and it has this awesome magnetic, basically dosing ring and everything built into it. So I'll be using that for sure today. And then we are going to be pulling some shots with Airship coffee. I have gotten a couple of you suggesting that I do Airship, and y'all, I've been really happy with this. The quality has been really good. I've been using, I did this a couple, I think it was last week I did this one. This is the Airship Ethiopian. This is a very floral, and I really liked it. And I really like when roasters do stuff that it's a really good value. That one was about 11 bucks. I know this is being sold on Walmart, but I got this on Amazon. This is a Peruvian. This is Herbs and Spice. And that just sounded so good. Lima Norte. It's a wash Peruvian, and I cannot wait to open it up. I have not opened it. They do have the roast date here on the back. It's hard for you guys to see, but they do imprint it, so I really like that they do that. And they've really done a great job at sucking out all the air, so that's really good. It's nice to know that it's packaged really well. So we're going to go and open that up today. Just to kind of share with you guys, I have some cool news. I will be doing videos pretty soon on a Gemilai coffee machine. It's set to come today. It's literally coming from the factory in China. I'm super excited. They reached out to me and told me they had a 58 millimeter machine. So I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty excited to check it out. I have a Gemilai all-in-one 58 millimeter machine that I've done a video on that is an all-in-one with the grinder and everything. This is not. This is a lot like the Toonie. Oh, man, I was going to pull my Toonie out here, but it's too... I have it under a couple things. It's like the Toonie E2. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Oz. It's like the Toonie E2, and this one is... It has an OPV and a couple other things that make it really unique. I've looked up this particular model that they've sent out to me, and I don't think they've released it to the public. So I'm actually really excited because hypothetically, I could be one of the first people to do a review on it. So I'm pretty stoked about that, guys. So that's really cool. So big thank you to Gemilai. I really love Gemilai. And let's go ahead and open these up because I've never opened them up. Brand new. First tear right here. There we go. Nice. Let's go ahead and give these a little bit of a smell. I do like that they have the tearaway bag. That's nice. I just grabbed my scissors and first time open. Let's give us a little smell here. Oh, this smells so good. Oh, I wish I could just send that to you guys right now, that smell. It's kind of like a milk chocolate with a little bit of a cinnamon undertone. The tasting notes are golden delicious apple, macadamia nut, and cocoa. And I'm already telling you, the smell of this, oh, it's divine. So it is, I think it's going to live up to its promise. So I am using the dye fluid smart scale right here. And guys, I also kind of have a really neat thing to kind of talk about too. So dye fluid has a new sister company, and it's called I think like Coffee Meter. I have to double check what the name is. I work with so many brands sometimes I kind of forget the different names, but I'm going to double check that later on before the video, live video, guys. But they are making an affordable version of, yeah, a cheaper version. That's just the best way to put it, of their equipment. So they are coming out with a line where they're trying to make stuff more cost effective, which is great because I think if you guys, I've said this before on my channel, I am crazy frugal. I like finding things cheap. And I don't mind saying that. It's not a dirty word to me. I like finding things cheap. I want to find everything that I purchase at a good cost. Pop this. This is my 20 gram basket out. I'm going to pop this out. And we are going to put in a 18 gram. I don't know about you. I think most people don't like spending more than they should. And that's a good thing. I think that's good human nature. But I really like to find a good deal on something. Sometimes I won't even buy something unless I got a discount code or deal. It's a problem I have. My wife is always teasing me, saying it shouldn't be like that, but it is definitely what I like to do. I always like to find something a good deal. And so I really dig it when companies know, hey, we need to think about lowering our cost a bit, because the truth is, a lot of people sit on the fence, and I did for a long time. And I've shared my story a lot with you guys before. You guys are probably tired of hearing me say it, but I just didn't do espresso at home for years. And then last year, my wife was like, "Get off your butt, go buy an espresso machine." I bought one on Facebook Marketplace, and I can't stop buying them. And now after I started the channel, thankfully, I get some brands that reach out, and we do all that stuff. But what's really cool, and I guess I was kind of rambling there, basically they just sent me the version that they're going to be doing at the lower cost. So I'm going to be doing a review on that. They also sent the version of this that they're doing at a lower cost too. So we'll be doing kind of another review, but I use a lot of their stuff, and they are pretty costly. I will definitely admit that, but the quality of what they do is really awesome. That's the big thing. It's kind of one of those, you purchase it and it's worth it. It is kind of one of those bigger ticket items. I think is kind of worth it. I just did a video with a pour over, and I could actually see my flow rate while I was doing my pour over, and that's just crazy when you think about that. That type of technology. And if you really want to get geeky and log all your stuff, you can. So there's some cool stuff to it. They are going to be putting out, I forget what the device is called, where you could test the roast levels on the coffee. And I think I'm going to reach out to them and try to get one of those in there for review. There's a lot of people that are roasting their own coffee that have been watching the channel lately. And it is something I've had many of you tell me that I need to start getting into. So I think that will be a road I get into sooner rather than later. I just don't know how soon. Could be sooner rather than later. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead. I'm going to do some RDT here. We'll put this into the Shardor 64 millimeter grinder. And then that also kind of reminds me, guys, I'm also going to be getting a new burr set for this thing. So basically I'm getting a Mazzer burr set, and I'll be swapping out Mazzer burrs into this thing. So I'm excited about that. Very barista. They have Mazzer burrs that are the same burrs that go into the Jolly. So the Super Jolly Mazzer burrs, they have them right now on Amazon for 44 bucks. And I'm going to be working with them. They're going to send me some equipment to kind of do some grinder maintenance. And I'm going to start a new series on grinder maintenance and swapping those burrs out. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I've never done that before. Not me personally. When I worked in a cafe years ago, we used a Mazzer, and it was probably the Super Jolly because that thing's been around since the late '70s. I want to say. I mean, it's one of the oldest commercial grinders out there, but that wasn't. It was never something I did. You know, it was something someone else would do. So I think they even had reps that came out for that stuff back in the day. All right, so let's go ahead. I am gonna go with. I don't want to go too fine with these, so I'm going to be doing about a 13, 14 as far as the grinder setting right now. Okay. And this grinder is awesome. If you haven't watched my video on it, definitely go watch it. This thing is an epic Budget King 64 millimeter flat burrs. It's really like a DF64. That's the best way to kind of describe this thing. All right. Alrighty. So this thing is super cool. Let's take a look at those. They smell delicious. All right. So let me go ahead and let's get this new tool out. So cool thing about this one, it actually has a dosing ring that's built into it. I'm going to grab the dosing ring off of it. And if you can see, there's magnets right here. So I'm actually going to use this dosing ring as I bend one of my needles. Oh my goodness. I have never bent on any one of my other tools one of the needles before. And I'm glad that they put in extra needles, but man, this dosing ring is awesome that comes with it. It's just been rocking. It's magnetic, and look at that. Look how strong it is. It also has like a lip that holds things pretty tight in there, so that's pretty awesome. Even if I use my other tool, I might end up using this dosing ring. As the dosing ring was probably worth the price of admission. So pretty cool. So what's neat is the tool sits on top of it, via magnets as well, and it just is really awesome. Guys, definitely go watch that video. Awesome. There we go. Nice. Yeah, really cool. Neat tool. All right, so we're going to go and hit this thing with the gravity distributor. Okay. Nice. Okay, I'm going to do the puck screen right up top. Get it all loaded up. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a cup. Using the new scale. Okay, and this is 18 grams, so I'm looking about 30 seconds or so with 35 to 40, basically. Came out a little bit fast. Could probably go a little bit finer, but it's right in the right zone as far as pressure-wise. Stop it there. 22 seconds, 39. Well, end it right at 40. So there we go. Let's give us a little stir and a taste. Again, this is the Airship. Peru, Lima, Norte. It's a washed Peruvian. Okay. Let's give it a little test and taste. Yeah, 10.64. Nice. There we go. Let's give it a little taste here. Oh man, that's delicious. Wow, they weren't kidding. Again, tasting notes are golden delicious apple, macadamia nut, and chocolate, basically. And that is delicious, y'all. That is actually very, very tasty. Oh my goodness. Man, that is delicious. That is really good. Oh, wow. That is awesome. That's impressive. Wow. Yeah, this is probably one of my new favorites now. Herbs and spice. Wow, that is really delicious. Oh man, you could taste that apple undertone. Wow, that is really crazy. Man, that's good. Yeah, I've been super impressed. Again, thanks so much for the folks who've recommended. I tried them out. Airship's been really phenomenal. I've been very happy, giving them a shot, and I really like the value. You can't beat that. That's definitely a good thing. So. Yeah, guys, I think this is a win, personally. If you haven't tried them already, I definitely recommend them. This had a roast date. It's not as new as I would like it. Basically, the roast date was end of January, so, I mean, it's still pretty far for roast date, but I will say that the package was very tightly sealed, and it tastes fresh to me. I got good Crema results, so, I'll put this over here a little bit more. I can't complain. Like I really can't. When I saw the roast date, I was actually freaking out a little bit because I like things obviously within that 2-month time zone. Well, month really. But y'all, this was good. This was really, really good. There's no other way to say it. But hey guys, I just want to do a quick one and also just let you know, again, take a look at that the video I just did on the IKape tools. So really enjoyed those. The scale is the one I just use right now. It's the mini scale, and then of course the portafilter. I like this portafilter so much, guys. I've said this before. I bought two, the same portafilter. I really, really love their tools. And guys, so I have. Hopefully, I'll be doing that Gevi video pretty soon. I'll probably play with it for a couple days before I start shooting a video. But I'm stoked to try it out. This is going to be a really cool thing. I'm really happy to get this opportunity to check it out. I have no idea because I've looked all over social media. If anyone knows of a new Gevi that's 58 millimeters that is not an all-in-one system, that basically has an OPV. That's all the good, most good espresso machines are going to have overpressure valve. There's no other way to say it, but the way that they said it to me is there's something different with this OPV. I don't know. I'll have to see. There's one thing I've learned is that companies like to, and I don't say this in a bad way, they like to really market some things, and then there's some things they don't. When I got my all-in-one from Gevi, it has a three-way solenoid, and there was no literature about the three-way solenoid, and to me, that really made a big difference, or makes a big difference to your espresso kind of journey. just because I was going to prove the point, but a little bit of water just came out. Basically, it sucks back the water so that you don't have that drip. So when you go ahead and take out your portafilter, you don't have a sneeze. And then also, it basically, yeah, it just really stops the water. That's the best way to put it. But let me show you guys. I always feel like with a three-way solenoid, I get a better puck. Here's my puck from my 20 gram right over there. And that's, I don't know. I mean, it's an easier, better system to use. And I was shocked because they didn't really say anything in any of the literature about that machine. But for whatever reason, they're saying that this OPV is something unique. So I don't know. I'll try it out. I'm so stoked to give it a shot. And I'm really excited about it. I love when a machine, this machine seems really compact. It's not an all-in-one. And I think they only have, Gebi has 2 machines that are 58 millimeter that are not all-in-ones, and they're really solid. So, and I have a couple people that are subscribed who have those that I talk to. So I'm actually excited, but this one is different. It's more compact. Anyway, guys, I'm excited. We'll see what it looks like. Stay tuned. I really appreciate everyone. Thanks so much for watching, hanging out with me. Let me know if you have any questions, okay?